Some call it cultured, I call it dull.
I've been pretty kind to me.
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
Thinking about it. What to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold.
Boy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time. Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've...
Boy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums. Right you are.
Got any good stories to share? I'm not leaving till you take it. So there.
Such a thing. I must confess, I'm rather nervous.
There's a car. Like it or not, I must go away. I'll feel a side bell.
Oh, sir, if you please. Pray, excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses.
I must confess, I'm rather lost. Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
What's life without a bit of fun?
I swear I've not been once. Might have a predicament.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. What else must I... Ah! I almost forgot.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe!
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Won't someone do aught about this? Won't someone do aught about this? Won't someone do aught about this? I'm just grateful I get to leave.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
A blue sunbright! I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melve. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
To think the lady here has been supporting the gracious hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the gracious hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
Will someone do aught about this?
There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
I might stay a while.
Let's make ready for the morrow.
Well, my son, how might I be of service? Hey-o! Just about anywhere. Could have sworn I had ought to attend to.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Right you are.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear.
I brought the number that you requested. I take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you?
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
Pray let me go. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. You have my sincerest thanks. I see the true Arisen is merciful indeed. I'll be going then.
Do we know of someone who might better understand this document?
Well now, I'm not sure.
We cannot break it from this side. Really? Now?
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox Cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the ox cart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
Thankless job, this. Quite the predicament. Quite the predicament.
We shall remain here.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Ah, 'tis you. I thank you for coming to see me, but I'm afraid I have no new information to share at present. You have aught you wish to show me. What is it? A soldier who had dealings with that phantom ox cart from the rumors gave you this? I'm not sure there's much I can... Wait. This handwriting. It couldn't be. Ah, forgive me. I fear I was mistaken. I shall entrust this matter to Captain Brandt.
What business have you here? You might have ingratiated yourself with the Regentkin, but that doesn't mean that you can come and go as you please. Wait a moment. What's that you've got there? Perhaps I underestimated you. Thank you for bringing this letter to my, attention. You will investigate this matter no further, assuming you do not wish aught to befall the Regentkin.
Gather one's thoughts.
Oh, I got to keep moving, lest I fall asleep.
Quite the predicament.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Needs focus.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
As a matter of fact, I did not take to being a mage straight away. It was some time before I managed to wrangle my spells under control. Now... I bear the title of Sorcerer. If a foe needs magical retribution, pray look to me to dispense it. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone...
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dullard playing at? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done. In you get, then.
Oh, it's cold out.
Fine, I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper meal. What was that? Fine. I'm jumping in shadows. We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back!
Tis good to be reunited.
What's the hold-up? Get in! How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking, you never answer. Suppose you'll just have to listen, then. You pawns are a queer lot. They say you'll do whatever the Arisen says. You offer no complaint or quarrel, and you're undying to boot. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea what they do with you, or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return, though. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Batal. Did that scare you, Amy? No mind. It was all in jest. It's not like I know the truth anyhow. Not like I care either. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to you.
We shall remain here.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves.
Sorry, my hands.
How'd you like that?
Built rather tough, eh?
You going to fight back?
They may be undying, but they do seem to know.
They just
eh?
take
What a ball. Just like hitting a
That's
tree
it.
stump.
I've learned, man.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? No? Well, get a move on! We're off!
On your knees, worthless vessels.
Shall we take a closer look?
Wait! You're not a pawn. We've an intruder in our midst! To arms!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Then I shall remain by your side. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Let it end. I don't want to think anymore. So I'm quaking in my boots. Who wouldn't be? I'm done for.
I can't even think straight.
Looks like my luck's run out. What racket? Look as long as you think.
Welcome to the start. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
What are you up to?
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcart's destination then. I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry out this excavation. The stuff you mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal. Yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contemptible indeed. Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which are sacred to the Batali people. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawns? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shall form the stalwart pillar upon which our rightful claim will rest. 'Tis most valuable, so pray exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used.
Now the Queen Regent's hand in this will be plain for all to see. 'Tis only right that she face justice for her misdeeds.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Would. All my days were so
Shall we get some rest then?